Hi everyone, I'm Robyn and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you the math curriculum and materials that I will be using with my first grader this year as we homeschool. So to get started, I'll just kind of explain what all our plan is for math, kind of like our routine that we'll be doing. So we'll start every day off with some mental math or just some type of warm-up. It could be, a few exercises from past math concepts that we've done, or it just could be some mental math. If you need some ideas for that, you can always just Google or search Pinterest for mental math ideas, and or just warm-ups, and you might find little daily warm-up activities that you can do just to get your kid's brain rolling and thinking about math. So we'll just do that for a little bit, and then we will move into our main curriculum. And this year we are going to be trying out Math Mammoth. It is a work text. So what that means is there are no manipulatives and everything you need is in this book. There is a teacher's manual, I believe, but I think what is in that is the answers and quizzes, assessments, and that kind of thing. So what this is let me show you an example. So it is everything you need. So there's a blue rectangle for every lesson, and that is where you teach the lesson to your child and help them, depending on your child's level and reading level. They could potentially do this all by themselves independently, or you can help them with it. And this is just where you're teaching the concept, and then below is where they practice. And that's pretty much it. It's really straightforward. And like I said, there are no manipulatives with it included. You can, of course, add in whatever you like, but because there's no manipulatives, this is relatively inexpensive. You can print off the PDF and print it yourself. Put it in a binder if you want, bind it yourself. I bought it from one of the companies that sells it. It's on their website. And that I will also link below. Anything that I'm using, I will link below so you can check them out if you're interested in them. And they sell the bound version of it. So, and there are 2 books for the grade 1 level. Grade 1 is the lowest level. So this would not be good for kids who are just learning math, kindergartners, preschoolers. You would need something different to learn those concepts. This starts with learning addition and facts within 0 to 10. So it does start pretty early on, but it does not introduce numbers, shapes, that kind of thing. And then it has addition and subtraction, the connection between addition and subtraction, graphs, place value, and then more addition and subtraction to 100, clock and calendar, shapes and measuring, more addition and subtraction, and then counting coins. So that is what we'll be using for math this year as our main math curriculum, I guess, and I'm pretty excited about it. So after our warm-up and then we'll do 1 or 2 lessons in this. It just depends on how my son is feeling that day, how many lessons we'll do and for how long. And then after that is where we will do games and activities, critical thinking, abstract thinking, that kind of other fun activities. So I have a couple resources that I will be using as I start. So this book is called Socks Are Like Pants, Cats Are Like Dogs. And it is games, puzzles, and activities for choosing, identifying, and sorting math. So there are just a lot of different activities. It's easy to set up. You can copy it and print off copies of this if you choose. So this is just figuring out how each item connects with another item, like the things they have in common and how you could connect them all. There's just a bunch of different activities like that in here, and puzzles. So that is something we'll be doing some days. And then this year, or this starting off, because things change of course, I will be using this resource. It is called Math and Literature by Marilyn Burns and Stephanie Sheffield. It is for grades K through 1, and anything by Marilyn Burns is amazing and you should check it out. So this is integrating math and literature, which I love doing. So what this resource shows is they show a children's book, so like Benny's Pennies, and they show how they used it with their students. So it is a more of a textbook, but it's showing you, their dialogue that they had with their students, and then it has the activities that they did with their students, so you can also do that with your kids. So I will be using some of these ideas and books also with my son this year. And I will also, let me show you. I have this new game called Trifacta that I'm pretty excited about. This one is for addition and subtraction, and they also have a multiplication and division. It is from Learning Resources, and it's a fun game to create fact families. So there's this little triangle, and you have a holder to hold your cards, and you're essentially just trying to make fact families, and it's really good for addition and subtraction practice. And they have numbers 0 through 20, so it can be fairly challenging. My son and I, when we played it, we just used cards 0 through 12. So that he didn't get overwhelmed. We tried to do it and he was just like, So we took out some of the cards, and that made it really fun. So I think this is going to be a fun resource to help us practice addition and subtraction. And then I'm just going to have some other resources like snap cubes, which I have here, which, if you haven't used these are super helpful for young kids, like kids just starting out in math, or I don't know, anyone really. So there are 100 cubes, and there are 10 cubes of each color, and so they snap together like so. And so these can be used for patterns, addition and subtraction, place value, yeah. So like you can use them for like little games, like say you had 5 and I put it behind my back, and then they have to tell you how many blocks are behind your back. So there's just many different ways that you can use these. You can look up activities for them. So that is something I had, and they're just fun to play with. When I pulled these out, my daughter saw them and goes, "Please, Mommy." So she got to play with those for a little bit before I started the video. So then I'll also have hundreds charts available and place value charts just to help him. So I also picked up this composition graph paper notebook, and it is large squares, as you can see. This is I think it's 2 by 2 centimeters. I'm excited about this because this will just be used for any time that my son needs to work out a problem, an equation. This will help him organize it, and the squares are so large, so if your kid needs to write larger, this will be good. They also have different sizes. I think they have a couple different sizes, so if they don't need it quite so big, there are other sizes that you can get instead. But this will be good, yeah, for just setting up addition, subtraction problems, of course graphing. So I'm excited to have this little notebook because I think this will come in handy. So I kind of said we would do warm up and mental math, then Math Mammoth, couple lessons from that, and then our games, and then lastly, if we're still feeling math and want to do more, I have a math app that I really enjoy and my son really enjoys. So this is called Math Seeds. You may have heard of Reading Eggs, and this is part of the Reading Eggs app. So this is for math, Reading Eggs is for reading. So it looks like this, and you can take a placement test, and it'll place you wherever your child fits in. And there are little maps, and then each map has different levels, and then within each level are different lessons. And so it teaches all the math things, and it's really fun, and it is really good. It's not, you know, it really does teach the kids well. He's learned a lot for reading and math. So I highly recommend this. You do have to pay for it. It is $10 a month, I believe, but there are also options to purchase like months at a time, or like I purchased a year at a time because it does save some money. But you can try a free 30-day trial, and I don't believe you even have to enter credit card information, which is awesome. So if you want to check it out, go do so. I highly recommend it, and I don't even feel bad for letting my kids sit there and play on this for a while, because it really is educational. So we'll probably end the day doing some math seeds if, you know, we have time and he's feeling like he wants to keep going with math. So that is basically, I think, all I have to share with you. I hope that you enjoyed this, learned something. Give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content, and perhaps in the future I will make some more videos sharing what other curriculum and resources we'll be using for other subject areas. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.